जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टां स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमोऽयं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री श्री राधा दामोदर की जय, यशोदा दामोदर की जय, शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। You can come forward, Ritika. Okay, so this Damodar month, I'm assuming that everybody knows the Damodar Lila and Damodarastakam. Anybody doesn't know Damodarastakam? Okay, so we'll actually, I was planning to go little detail because all the Leelas that Krishna performed, there is some, like he wants to give pleasure to the devotees, and also there are some lessons, teaching. So whenever we are enjoying the pastimes, we also need to focus on what lesson he wants to give us, and we have to follow those lessons in our practicing devotional service. So I'll go a little detail, but as some of you don't know the Damodarastakam, so I'll go little bit of that also. But first of all, today is our special day. Today is Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day. So I would like to offer my obeisance to Srila Prabhupada and want to glorify him, though I'm not qualified to glorify him. I don't have any words or qualification to glorify him compared to what he had done for us. So today is 48th disappearance day of Srila Prabhupada. I'll start with one verse that is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. ভারত ভূমিতে হইল মনুষ্য জন্ম যার জন্ম সার্থক করি পর উপকার। Right? পর উপকার. Anybody wants to share that what does por upakar mean? Por upakar means in English it is benefit for others. So what do you think that when someone asks you that do something that is beneficial for others, what kind of things that it comes to your mind that I can do this thing for others?
Give some food,
Okay.
some clothing, some money.
Okay. Anything else? Krishna Prem. Okay. Anything else?
Help them, like whatever they need.
Okay. What do you think?
What everyone else said.
Huh?
What everyone else said.
Okay. Mataji.
Help about Atma, soul.
Okay. So there are two different things, right? To help people. That is spiritually, materially. Okay. So materially things, whatever you want to help people on material plane, that is not permanent, because the material world is itself non-permanent. So whatever you are trying to do in material level, that is good also. I'm not saying that that is bad, but that is not permanent. But when you love someone, You want to give something that is permanent, right? Like I remember when we are trying to give something on someone's birthday, right? So one time I heard that someone says that flower is the best gift, right? And they say that what will she or he do after that? The flower will get, I mean, then it will not be permanent, right? Give something that is permanent, that he or she will keep. This is different mentality, but I'm saying that when we are loving someone, we want to give something that is permanent. Okay, so here it is says that Bharat bhumite hoilo manusya janmo jar, one who has taken his birth as a human being in the land of India, Bharatvarsha, it says, should make his life successful and work for the benefit for other people. Okay, as mentioned in Bhagavad Gita about Lord Krishna, it says that Shuridam Sarva Bhutanam. Shuridam means what? Well-wisher, right? Shuridam Sarva Bhutanam, well-wisher for everybody. And that goes the same thing for the devotees as well. Now, devotees are Sarva Bhuta Shurid. Sarva Bhuta Shurid, Sarva Bhuta Hite Rata. They are always engaged for the benefits of others. Okay. The real meaning of working for the benefit of others, as mentioned here, is to awaken the love for Krishna. That is the permanent thing. That is the actual helping. That is the actual benefit for others. Okay. We are low intelligence, fallen living entities, right? So due to ignorance, we have forgotten our eternal relationship with Krishna. Okay. So we have forgotten the eternal joy with our Lord in Golok Vrindavan. So that's why we are immersed in this false and temporary material world. That's why what happiness we are getting here, it's not permanent. You can get happiness that can last for 2 or 3 days. After that, again sorrow, sadness, right? So we have forgotten our real identity. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Sanatana Goswami, জীবেরও স্বরূপ হয় কৃষ্ণের নিত্যদাস. The real identity for a living entity is the eternal servant, not the servant. Eternal servant of Lord Krishna. That is our own identity. When we are asking people, what is your identity? I am this, I am a businessman, I am an engineer, I am a doctor. That is not the permanent identity. Actually, not real identity. The real identity is জীবেরও স্বরূপ হয় কৃষ্ণের নিত্যদাস. So, the nature of the living entity is to be the eternal servant of Lord Krishna. We are those eternal servants. We always have love for Krishna in our heart. Okay, that love is dormant due to the effect of 3 modes of material nature. Okay, so the only way to be free from this condition is that it is also mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Nitya Saddha Krishna Prem Saddha Kabu Nahe Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karoye Uday. Means what? Nitya Siddha, that is there in our heart. Krishna Prema. What is that? Krishna Prema Saddha Kabu Nahe. That is not the thing that you need to attain. Okay, that is not the thing. It is already there, but it is in dormant stage, and you need to awaken that thing. How you can do that? Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karo Uday. Shravanadi means what? Here the pastimes of Lord Krishna. Okay, doing kirtan, chanting his name. These are the process to awaken that. Like when you are sleeping and your alarm doesn't work, somebody needs to wake you up. Right? So that is the thing, that it is in dormant stage. It has to be waken up. So love for Krishna is always present in our heart. It is not something we have to get from otherwhere. We don't need to go to Sukanya Mataji, please give me Krishna Prem. It is there. It is in our heart. But Sukanya Mataji can help you, right, to awaken that love. So Srila Prabhupada did the work for all the living entities. Okay, he came this world to help us awaken that love in our heart. What did he do? He explained to us that what is our real identity, right? And the purpose of our life. You can say that Mataji, it mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. What did Prabhupada do? But did you understand when you read Bhagavad Gita? No, right? Srila Prabhupada explained that thing very nicely to make it easy for us to understand. He showed us the way to return, to go back to our original destination. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got that Maha Mantra, the direct connection to Krishna from Golok Vrindavan. But who spreaded that thing? The whole world? Srila Prabhupada. He taught us the name of Lord Hari, right? And taught us how to walk. Not just that he showed the way. Not just he showed the way, but he taught us how to walk, right? You can get the information how to go one place through GPS, right? But also in GPS, they also mention that how you can go there, right? By bus or by transit or by car, right? So Srila Prabhupada gave us both, the way and how to walk through that way. So like what we are doing now, observing Damodar month, right? I don't know about anyone, but for my case, when I was in Bangladesh, we used to know that my mom, my grandmom, they are observing Kartik month, right? What did they do? If they are not vegetarian, they have the vegetarian food whole month. Okay, I didn't know that. This is called Damodar month. Why we are following this thing, right? Why we are following? Why we have to offer ghee lamb? We haven't read the Damodarastakam anytime. Did you? No. So when we came in,
Know about it.
yeah, huh?
We didn't know
About that. So when we came in contact with ISKCON, right? Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON, then we realize, we understand that what is the significance of this Damodar month, that we need to preach Krishna's name. And most importantly, if you go in Bangladesh, you can ask your mom or grandmom, Mom, why did you do the Kartik month? What is the answer you will get, right? So Srila Prabhupada gave us this information, right? Like Jayapataka Maharaj, he said that we are so fortunate to have Srila Prabhupada, who gave us what? Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, and so many festivals, how to observe those things. Jagannath Puri, Mayapur, right? Like people are visiting Mayapur, Vrindavan. What is their intention, right? I remember when we went to Vrindavan, right? It's Delhi, right? And when we came back to Bangladesh, people are asking us, did you visit Taj Mahal? Okay. So, no, we didn't have time to go there. Oh, what did you do? You went to Delhi, you didn't visit Taj Mahal. So, like prioritizing, right? How we are thinking that why we are going Vrindavan. So, the consciousness, the thinking, the mood, you have to bring there to the when you are going there in Vrindavan. So, that things Srila Prabhupada taught us. Okay, one such festival is observing Damodar month, when we involve ourselves in practice bhakti more. So as you know that we are doing so many vratas, right? We are doing so many vratas. We are offering ghee lamb. We are what is called chanting Damodarastakam, and different people are observing different vratas. So I'm not sure how many of you were in the last Sunday feast class. I don't know how many of you are there in the Sunday feast class. I was discussing the Damodarastakam with the reflection of teaching from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so I was thinking that in the continuation, today I'll discuss Damodarastakam, the reflection of teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so we'll go there. So today we are going to discuss the reflection of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Shikshastakam. And can anyone tell me what is the main teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Shikshastakam? There are 8 verses, right? But what? No, tell me in one word. What is the first teaching in Chaitanya? Shikshastakam. Mataji, you are going. Huh?
Change our clean up our house.
Trinadopi Shunichina, right? What can we say in one word?
Tolerance.
And tolerance, and what is the main thing? What is the practice you need to do? Humility. Humility. It is the main thing. So we also see that kind of teaching that Satyavata Muni is teaching us to Damodarastakam, that we need to practice humility because it is the top thing Krishna wants to see in us. Okay. So before going there, let me ask one question. I think you know, because I already discussed in our class that I'm going to ask one thing, that Damodar month is called that the month of performing devotion, right? So does that mean, you don't need to answer, okay? You know the answer, I know. Does that mean practicing bhakti is only specific for this month? This Damodar month is called the month of practicing bhakti. Does that mean that we need to practice bhakti only this month?
No.
That's what.
This month is special month, bonus month.
Okay, I'll come to that point. Okay, so we practice bhakti in Damodar month, and when the month is over, bhakti is done. Bhakti practice is done. That's what people are doing, right? Right? They are eating vegetarian food, and after Kartik month, went back to the same.
Past 1 week.
Yeah. So actually, this is not right. Mataji is saying that we have to practice bhakti every moment, not every day. Every moment of our life, we have to practice bhakti. Pratikshana sadam, right? So every moment. Then why we are giving importance this Damodar month?
Special.
Why it is special?
So many leelas in this month.
No, I'm saying that why we are giving importance this Damodar month for bhakti practice.
Radharani is pleasing Radharani, so we have to go Krishna by Radharani. Why? If we please Radharani, like Guru and Radharani, so this month is special for Radharani. Krishna was bound by Yashoda Maiya's love, so maybe we can also find him with her love.
So both of the things, what is the actual intention? That we are going to get something.
Yeah.
Right? So practicing bhakti is the is it the right goal to practice bhakti, to get something? So when you are worshipping Krishna, offering something to Krishna, is it your intention? I will get something. That's why I am worshipping Krishna. I am practicing bhakti. I will get something.
No, actually not like that. But we want more bhakti, Krishna prem. So we want Krishna prem. So without him, no one can give Krishna prem.
Okay. So we want to make our path of practicing devotional service more smooth, right? More. So what is the thing that people are saying, that if you are doing anything in this Damodar month, you will get 1,000 times more benefit, right? But devotees are not following Damodar month for that one, because devotee doesn't want anything, right? By doing bhakti. Then why devotees are giving importance this Damodar month? Because that you know that we are practicing bhakti, but we are still in this material world. 6 anarthas are surrounding us, right? So many distractions around us happen, right? Sometimes we got distracted by that thing. When watching phone, we don't know how many, what's the time is going on, half an hour, 1 hour, right? That is a distraction. So it is not, I'm not saying that, oh, it is happened to you, happening to everybody, because we are in this material world. So, like when you go to the Bangladesh, right? Because I'm from Bangladesh, that's why I'm giving example from Bangladesh. So, you know, Muritin, right? Or in the bus, right? When they are taking people in the bus, right? And it is full, right? When that what is called that helper boy, what they're saying, come and push, right? Push, or sometimes they're saying that, Ostad, it is ready, right? Like shaking the bus to put more people. So in the same thing is happening when we are doing in our this spiritual practice, bhakti practice. Sometimes we are got distracted and going down, right? Sometimes we are going away from Krishna because material world is attracts you, right? So this is the man, there is a shaking. That please go back. This is not your goal. Your goal is Krishna. So that's why we are doing special thing. Okay. So remind us what is our goal and to get intensified blessing more and more. Then we can involve ourselves. Like one person was saying that I'm not doing this thing because I don't want to waste time. But not this thing means something in the brother they are doing, right? Not cutting hair, not shaving, not something, watching something, right? People are doing. Why you are not doing? Because I don't want to waste my time. I want to spend my time in more bhakti. So there are two things. You can detach from those things, but at the same time, you have to be attached to Krishna. It's not only the detachment. If you are detaching from something, but you are not attaching with Krishna, then that it doesn't no meaning. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, when I was doing Bhakti Shastri class with him, he was mentioning that some people are doing what is called upash, English, what is that? Fasting. So, what is the meaning of doing fasting? Like, is that mean that, oh, I haven't eat anything the whole day, let me take some rest, and when the time comes, I will get up from bed and I will break my fast? Is it the meaning of doing fasting? Fasting means what? That I don't want to spend time cooking more things, rather I will spend that time for Krishna, right? So what is the point? You are doing fasting, not cooking anything, and you also not doing anything for Krishna. What is that called? There's the same thing, Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. It will be the exercise for weight loss. It will not be the bhakti. Rather, if you feel sick doing fasting, eat something but do something for Krishna. That is preferable. Okay. So, that thing that in the brother, when we are doing it, we need to remind ourselves that how much time we are spending for Krishna. That is the main thing, not the thing that I am sacrificing this thing, but not doing anything for Krishna. Okay, so this is the thing that Srila Prabhupada actually explained this thing, everything to us. This is the how he taught us to walk through this path. So, this is the thing that Srila Prabhupada did for us. So today we are going to do something, explain something from Damodar Lila and Damodarastakam, and we'll go through. I'll not go through to detail, but some point. There are subtle things, right? What we are doing in vratas, not eating anything, we are sacrificing some kind of food, right? That is all for gross, right? That we can see to purify. But the main thing of doing vrata, Damodar month vrata, we need to focus on subtle thing. Why I am saying this thing? We are the soul, right, Mataji? And the soul is entrapped in where? Body. How many types of body do we have? What are the name? You know everybody, right? It's okay. Shuksha body, Shuksha Deha and Sthula Deha. Okay. So there are two types of body covering of the soul. So we are always trying to purify our Sthula body, right? The gross body, because we are seeing this thing. But the main entrapment is the subtle body. The main gross body is made up of Pancha Mahabhut, right? But the subtle body made up of what? Three things. What are the three things? Man, Buddhi, Ahankar. What is the English? Mind. Not the ego, false ego. Okay, for ego, there are real ego and false ego. We'll go there. So, when we are doing something, spiritual practice or brata, we need to focus on those subtle things, that we can purify those things. Because when we are leaving this body, all our karma, who will take that one to another body? The subtle body. So we need to purify that. As long as you have entrapped in that subtle body, you will not be able to go to Krishna. So you have to be free from that entrapment of that subtle body. Okay. So in the Damodarastakam, how many verses are there? 8 verses are there. I'm telling this thing for you, Prabhuji. Damodarastakam is a prayer written by Shatyavrata Muni. It is the prayer specific form for this form of Lord Krishna, when Mother Jashoda binds him. Okay, binds him with love and affection. You can see this form. So this is the form. No, here, Prabhuji, the form, Lord Krishna's form. So this is the special form that for that Shatyavrata Muni was praying to that form. Okay, that is called Damodarastakam. So there are 8 verses. So if you go through that 8 verses, there are 6 divisions. 6 things he discussed. First one is he started with offering prayer to Lord Damodar, and he called him Ishvara. Second one is he described the Damodar Leela in brief, and then he expressed his first level of desire. And then second level of desire. And next he was asking for the highest desire. So first, second and highest desire with an example. And last, in the last verse, Shatyavrata Muni was praying his prayer to Srimati Radharani, because she is the one who can recommend your name to Krishna. Please, Prabhu, give her or him Krishna Prem. So, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu used this term that we need a recommendation letter from Radharani. That is the 8th verse. Okay. So, thus Damodarastakam is the full package of instruction that how the devotional service should be done. So, at the beginning, Damodarastakam, how many minutes do I have? How many minutes? Okay. So, Shatyavrata Muni started praying Lord Damodara by calling him what? Ishvara. Why? No, I know that, the meaning of Ishvara, but why did he offer his obeisances to Lord Krishna at the beginning by calling him Ishvara?
People will not be confused with that.
Yeah, people, because Damodar Leela, so many things are happening, right? Krishna was crying for mother's milk. Krishna was crying for out of fear of Mother Jashoda. He was running in fear, right? And Mother Jashoda was running behind him with a stick, right? People might confused, right? Is it the real Lord Is it Sri Krishna is Supreme Lord? How come? How come he is afraid of a gopi? Right? It is not our mental speculation. People are actually thinking like that. One of my family friend, he was seeing me that Krishna perform Lila in Vrindavan. We can see, right? We can go there, go see the places. That is like a normal person. But Brahmajyoti is highest. We cannot go there. We don't know what is there. That means Brahmajyoti is higher than Krishna. See how they are thinking. So it is, it might, people can think that one, right? That when they are doing this, reading this Damodar Lila, that Krishna is doing this thing because kids are doing this thing. That's why he is doing this thing. But this is not the right understanding. The right understanding is Krishna did this thing in his Lila, that's why kids are doing this thing. Okay. So to refute this misunderstanding, Satyavata Muni, before starting his prayer, he started paying obeisances to Lord Damodara, and he mentioned that whom I am praying to, Lord Damodara, is Ishwar. He is Ishwar, he is the controller of everything. To make understand this thing. Okay. So, and it is also necessary for us also, when we are reading any pastime, to understand, to relish that thing. Before relishing that thing, we need to understand that he is the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, when we are trying to relish the pastime, we will think that this is the ordinary thing. Kids are doing this thing. They are, but when we are thinking that Supreme Lord is doing this thing, we will think like Kunti Maharani. Kunti Maharani says that whatever you have done, it seems like Virambanam, Vibhrantikar, bewildered. How you are doing this thing, right? But understanding is different. So, Satyavata Muni at the beginning cleared this point, that what I am saying, what I am praying to Lord Damodara, he is Ishwar. And he says that in another verse that, so after describing the Damodar Lila in verse 4, Satyavata Muni is saying that Varam Deva Mokshamna Mokshavadhingva Nachannam Brine Hangbare Shadapiha Idante Bapurnatha Gopala Bala Shadame Manasha Virastanki Monne. First level of desire he is presenting. What is the level? He is saying that before asking something, he is saying that what I don't want. What he doesn't want? Liberation. What type of liberation he is talking here? There are two types of liberation he is talking about here. Moksha, moksha badimba.
Brahman liberation and Paramatma liberation. No, Paramatma liberation.
Okay. So this is personal and impersonal liberation. That's the right term. Okay. Personal liberation and impersonal liberation. Moksha means normal liberation. That is the impersonal one. Impersonal is what? Merge in the Brahmajyoti, Sajujya. Okay. But he is saying that this liberation I don't want even the higher liberation. That is the personal liberation. What is that? No, Brahmajyoti is the impersonal one, that you will lose your identity. You will just merge. Okay. But you can have personal liberation. You will have your own form. That is, you are going to Vaikuntha Dham. Vaikuntha Dham. There are 4 types of liberation there. Sarupya, Samipya, Shasti and Shalakya. You can get a form like Vishnu. You can get a abode like Vishnu. You can have personal association with Vishnu, and you can have the opulence like Vishnu. But this is the highest liberation. But Satyavata Muni says that I don't want that one as well. What does he want? He wants that. Like here is another point we can say that generally people are saying that do good thing, then you will go where? Swargalok. Swargalok. See here, Satyavata Muni didn't even mention that Sargaloka. He didn't even mention, he doesn't count that one, because in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says that if you are going to where? Sargaloka, you will come back. Even sometimes, Srila Prabhupada says that even you are going to Brahmajyoti, sometimes you can come back. Okay. So, Satyavata Muni didn't even count. Where is Aditya? Okay. He even didn't count that Sargaloka. He saying, directly says that liberation and highest liberation. So, he rejected everything. What does he want? That your bal form, right, child form should always be manifest in my heart. In my heart. What a nice desire, right? So, then he is saying that, I don't know if I need to explain those things. I explained that thing in Sunday class, why he asking that thing. But if I have time, if you have question, I can explain this thing at the end. But I will go forward, because my point is another, to discuss this thing. Then he is saying that, Nama Deva Damodar Ananta Vishnu Prasida Prabha Dukha Jaladimagna Kripa Drishti Brishtati Dinang Batanu Grihanesha Mamega Medhakshi Drisha. Second level of desire. First, then second level. What is he saying? That first he was saying that always please be manifested in my heart. Now he is asking, please give me that ability that I can see you in front of me. First in the heart, and now he is saying that please give me the ability that I can see you in front of me. Here, I think that this verse is very important when I was reading and trying to understand why in this verse, the verse explains our current situation. Okay. And then it also explains why we are in this current situation, the reason. And also it explains the solution. How can we come out from this situation? And this verse also saying the vision of both Lord and devotee. Right? What Satyavata Muni is asking, please shower your glance of mercy, Kripa Drishti. After getting that Kripa Drishti, if I can get that Drishti, that I can see you. You understand the link? He is asking for Kripa Drishti from Lord, then he will get that vision that he will be able to see Lord Krishna. Do you link this thing? What is the importance of this thing? Understanding? You have to visit temple. You have to visit temple, because when you go there and have darshan of Lord, you might be distracted here and there, seeing the opulence of the, oh, how nice the temple is, how nice the devotee is. But when Krishna will look at you, he will look at you. He will not be distracted. So, this is important, to visit temple, to have darshan. Okay? It's not like that I am having darshan of Lord. Krishna is also seeing you. When he will give you the glance of mercy, then that form will be situated in your heart. Otherwise, just going there, seeing Krishna, coming out of the temple, forget everything. So, both things we need. Our vision and Krishna's Kripa Drishti. And the last one is that Satyavata Muni is begging this thing to Lord with humility. Dinam Batanu. Dinam Batanu. So, verses number 4 and 6, what Satyavata Muni is asking, it comes from the feeling of separation. Feeling of separation from the Lord. He is feeling separated from Lord. That's why he is saying that please be manifest in my heart. And from the feeling of separation, what arises? Jugaitam nimeshena chakkhusha pabrisaitam shunnaitam jagata sarvam govinda viraheno me. So, what will arise? Humility. When you have feeling the separation from Lord. Okay. So feeling of separation lead to the feeling of humility. And that's what we need to learn from a pure devotee. Okay. Like Satyavata Muni. And what is that I was saying that this verse mentioned that what is our current situation, what is the reason behind, and what is the solution. Current situation, what is saying that dukkha jalabdi magnam. So we are in the ocean of sorrow. And what is the reason? Mamegam, ignorance. Because we forget Krishna, ignorance of our own identity. When you have that ignorance of identity, then you will be the prey of what? False ego. Right? When you are thinking that you don't have that knowledge that I am the servant of Lord. What you are thinking? I am Prakriti Sundari. I am Pradipta's mom. I am Momita's mom. Right? I am his wife. I am the employee of that company. Right? I. Right? When there are too many I's, then it will come that I am the controller. I am the master. I am taking care of my family. I am doing job. That's why I am incoming. Income what? Money. That is the false ego. So false identity leads to what? False ego. And when there is false ego, there will be no humility. Okay. So the reason behind is the ignorance. And what is the solution? Kripa drishti vristati dinamvatanu. The solution is Kripa drishti. Without the mercy of Lord, you cannot get out from this ocean of sorrow. Okay. So because Krishna says that I will dwell in your heart and remove all the ignorance by the torchlight of knowledge. Because where there is ignorance, to remove that ignorance, what do you need? To remove the ignorance, what do you need? Knowledge. And Krishna says that I will remove that ignorance with the torchlight of knowledge. That's why we are celebrating Diwali, Lords of Light, right? We are welcoming Lord Ram in our heart. Please be here and remove all the ignorance. Okay. So, how can we get that mercy? You have to approach to Lord Krishna with the mood of what Satyavata Muni went there. Ati dinam. What is the first thing of Sharanga Sharanagati? Sharanagati, there are 6, right, Prabhuji? There are 6 things for Sharanagati. Sharanga Sharanagati, hoibe jahar. Sharanga means 6 Sharanagati. What are the 6 things? First one is Doinno Atanivedano Gotripte Baran Avasya Rakhibe Krishna Vishasya Palan. So first thing is the Doinno, humility. So we have to practice that thing. So he approached the Lord with humility, and Satyavata Muni humbly begs Lord Krishna, Lord Damodara to cast his merciful glance and destroy all the sins. When you are addressing yourself, I am fallen. What you are agreeing? That I have done so many mistakes. That's why I have fallen in this material world. We are here, it is not Krishna's desire. Do you think that Krishna threw us here? No. We are here because of us. What we have done? Krishna is so merciful because we are attacked by disease, and Krishna sent us in the hospital. And this material world is the hospital to cure us. Okay, so that is the lesson in Shikshashtakam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Tinadapi Shunichena Taruropi Shohishnuna Manina Manodeno Tonio Sadahuri Na Dhanam Na Janam Na Sundarim Kovitangba Jagadisha Kamoe Mama Janmani Janmani Share Bhavadad Bhakti Rahaitu Kitoi Oinanda tonuja kinkara. Kinkara means what? Dust. I am dust in your lotus feet. Oinanda tonuja kinkaram patita ma vishame bhavam muda kripaya tava pada pankaja stita dhuri sadrisham. Right? So, I am the dust of your lotus feet, even not there, right? So, please shower your mercy upon me and help me to get out from this miserable condition. So, why do we need to develop humility? Because it is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, dinere odhik daya kore Bhagavan. Din means what? Who is humble, meek, right? Krishna always favorable for them. So, first criteria, if you want to get mercy of Lord, you have to be humble. What is the humility? Srila Prabhupada says that absence of false ego and established your real ego is the humility in one line. So, what is that? False ego, you have to, absence of false ego, you have to remove your, destroy your false ego and at the same time establish your real ego. What is the real ego? Jivero Swarup hoy Krishner Nitya Das. And what is the false ego?
I am the controller.
I am the controller. So when you are removing this thing and accept that thing, then you can start practicing your humility. Okay. Sacinandana Swami says that it is not the thing that I am ordering Prashant that please practice humility. Will it come like that way? No. You have to practice, you have to understand your situation and face that situation and go to Krishna that I am fallen. You are my master. You have to gain that emotion or mood. Then you can start practice humility. It's not like that I am sending message to someone starting with what? Please accept my humble obeisances. And end up with what? Your humble servant. But in the body part, you are just saying whatever you want. That is not the practice of humility. When you are bowing down in front of someone, it is not only with the body. You have to bow down in front of someone with your mind as well. Okay. So, the thing that, another thing is that how can we practice humility? To practice the honeybee tendency and reject the fly tendency. You understand that? What is that? Accept the honeybee tendency, but reject the fly tendency. What is that? What is the difference between these two? Honeybee tendency, fly tendency. What does the honeybee do? Huh?
Honey. It collects honey or attracted to honey, the good things.
And what does the fly do?
Garbage.
Huh?
Attracted to garbage.
So, what is called? Honeybee collect honey from flower. Honeybee doesn't see that where is the flower. It can be in a dirty things. It can be a beautiful garden. It can be in another place. That honeybee is only looking for honey, flower, to collect the honey. And what did he do? The honeybee do? Collect all the honey in the same place. And that is the precious thing, right? And what the fly do? What does the fly do? Always looking for the garbage. So, if we are practicing honeybee tendency, don't look for the bad thing in people. If you are seeing something, okay, just ignore it. If it is not harming you. If it is harming you, that is another thing you can tackle in another different way. But this is also lesson, Mataji. Like we are always doing this thing not only materially. We are also trying to see something mistake when people are doing devotional services. if somebody is doing devotional service and you are not in the part of that, we are, rather than appreciating, we are just trying to find fault. Oh, she is doing this thing, this is not the good thing. But practice the honeybee thing, that she is doing that thing. I can wish I can do that thing. I am not in that level to do that thing. Okay, so practice like that way, and in that, when you are practicing like that way, humility will come, and when you are practicing humility, you will reach that place when Krishna will come to meet you. Why Krishna will come to meet you? Because your desire and Krishna's desire will match. That is also the lesson from Damodar Leela. When Jashodama was trying to bind Krishna, they have two different desires. Krishna's desire were, I will not be bound by Mother Jashoda. And what was Mother Jashoda's desire? So two different desires. That's why it was not matching. Mother Jashoda couldn't bind Krishna. But when she was trying so hard, endeavoring so hard, then Krishna showered his mercy. And Krishna's desire changed. Changed to what? I'll be bound by my mother. So Mother Jashoda's desire and Krishna's desire come in the same place, and then the thing is happening very nicely. So when we are practicing humility, we will reach that place when Krishna will come to meet you. Okay, so that is the thing. And another thing is that in the Bhagavad Gita, in the beginning, Krishna, what Arjuna was thinking and what Krishna was thinking was not matching, right? Arjuna was making so many questions. I know, even he said that you are telling me to kill my gurus. Will you be able to do that? If someone says that kill your guru, you will not do that. But why you are asking me to do that? So that kind of contradiction was happening. But when Arjuna surrendered unto Lord Krishna, fully surrendered, right? And then Krishna was showering his mercy through Bhagavad Gita. Then those two desires matched together. Then good thing is happening, bhakti is happening. So, and one more thing that I want to mention that because people are sometimes confused, that showing humility is the same thing as low self-esteem. No, you are practicing humility, you are bowing down to other things. Does that mean that you are putting yourself in a low esteem? No.
Somebody thinks like that.
Yeah. So that is sometimes people are get confused. So I was listening one class, the Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, somebody asked him that when you are showing too much humbleness, people are giving too many sevas, right? They were trying to exploit your humility. That is not good, right? So humility doesn't mean that low self-esteem. Why we are not thinking that like that way? Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, we are the parts and parcel of Krishna. So if we are part and parcel of Krishna, are we low? No, because Krishna is supreme and we are the parts of him, right? So we are not low. And another thing is that Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, please go and fight. Everybody already died. It was my plan. You are just become an instrument. So whatever we are doing, whatever is happening in our life, it is all Krishna's plan. So we are the part of his plan. So are we thinking that we are low? So humility, showing humility is not the same thing as low self-esteem. Okay. And I will end my class just giving some example that how humility, we need to practice humility in our devotional service. In Damodar Leela, that is also from Gauranga Darshan Prabhu's class, I was just compiling here. he was mentioning that it is from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's explanation, I think. I forgot that one. When Krishna, the binding thing was happening, because Krishna is not doing anything by himself. He just desire, and his potencies are fulfilling that. Right? Krishna is not doing anything by himself. So when he was that binding thing was happening, and his potencies were realized that Krishna doesn't want to be bound by Mother Jashoda. So his Sattva Sankalpa Shakti arises there. Krishna has so many potencies. So the first potency's name was mentioned, Sattva Sankalpa Shakti. Means what? Whatever Krishna desires have to be the truth. Okay, so Krishna doesn't want to be bound by Mother Jashoda. Let's do it. Let's happen that thing that it is not going to happen. So then Sattva Sankalpa Shakti ordered Krishna's Vibhuti Shakti, opulence, Vibhuti Shakti, and says that do something in Krishna's belly. So there is something happening there that Mother Jashoda was not able to bind Krishna because of the Vibhuti Shakti. So that thing is happening, but Jashoda Ma was not giving up, right? She was trying, and when it was happening, then Krishna's Kripa Shakti arises there, and Krishna's Kripa Shakti is the highest. When Krishna's Kripa Shakti arises anywhere, other Shaktis are going down. They cannot do anything because it is highest. So when Krishna's Kripa Shakti was there, all the Shaktis are now giving up their work. Only Kripa Shakti was working there. So my point is that there are different potencies were working, right? But whenever one potency Krishna choose, you can work now. Other potencies are backing off. They are not saying that why Krishna is not choosing me, I have to do something. No, they are not. Krishna says that now Kripa Shakti will work. So Vibhuti Shakti and Sattva Sankalpa Shakti is saying that let's back off. Our work is done. They are just standing behind. So what is the lesson from here? Right? When we are doing some service in temple, sometimes we are getting good opportunity to do good service. Sometimes not. Right? If we are Brahman initiated, if we are always thinking that I will only do service in the altar, you will not get the opportunity all times. Sometimes you will get small opportunity. Clean the floor, clean the dishes, cooking something, right? So you have to think like that. Krishna is now choosing me for doing this small job, not for the big job. But all what I am getting is out of Krishna's mercy. He also gave the example of Lord Hanuman. Lord Hanuman was a hero in Ramayana, right? He was helping whom? Lord Ramchandra. He went to Lanka to check Mother Sita is there or not. He flew over the ocean, right? What is the name of the ocean? I don't know. I forgot that one. So he went there and he burned Lanka with his tail. So he was doing so many things. He was also helping to build the bridge. He was the hero, right? In Bhagavan Ramchandra's pastime. But what did he do in Kurukshetra? He was just sitting there. Krishna told him, you just sit there. The whole fight, Hanuman can do everything. He doesn't need any help from Arjun, right? But Krishna ordered him, you just keep quiet and sit on the flag. Don't do anything. Did Hanuman oppose that thing? Why, Prabhu? Why did you say that? I am a great fighter. Why I will sit there quietly? Did he say that? No. Because Krishna wants him to do that. Right? So this is the lesson that we have to accept whatever seva we are having from temple or anywhere. That is Krishna's mercy. It doesn't matter big or small. Take it with a good heart and do with your right endeavor. And also gurus are also so humble. That is also our example. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it says that যদ্যপি আমার গুরু চৈতন্যের দাস তথাপি জানিয়ে আমি তাহার প্রকাশ। গুরু কৃষ্ণ রূপ হন শাস্ত্রের প্রমাণে, গুরু রূপে কৃষ্ণ কৃপা করেন ভক্তগণে। So guru, spiritual master, and Krishna are the same, right? We are accepting guru as Krishna, but guru thinks that I am the servant of Krishna. In Shastra, Sakshat Dharitena Samasta Shastra, all the scripture says that Guru is the representative of Krishna, but gurus are behaving like that way. Gurus are saying that please worship me like Krishna. Does ever say that? No, but it is mentioned in scripture. So that is the humbleness, that humility. So it is also the lesson from them, what we need to practice during our devotional service. So humility is not just a body bowing down, but with mind. Humility is to compare higher devotional service that people are doing, that I wish I can do that one, not by criticizing them. Not by criticizing them. And the Lord Chaitanya says that what? A person with all good qualities is like a tree of lot of fruits. If a branch has so many fruits, what will happen to that branch? Branch will bend. So humility, if a devotee has a humility, he will also be bowed down. He will be bowing down in front of others. So that is the thing we can learn from Damodarastakam, that Satyavata Muni approached to Lord to get the mercy of Lord with humility. Okay? Thanks for your attention. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhascha kripa sindhu bhayavacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.